Alright, so second part of the video, Maypul tips and tricks. So just going over Maple's movement right now. You'll notice that her dash is amazingly quick. I think she probably has the fastest dash in the game. Um, Another thing to note about her dash is if you look at her dash across the stage and then you look at her wave dash across the stage, I think wave dashing is 0.02 seconds faster. So you really don't need to wave dash everywhere with this character in order to be good at her. I mean, if you want to be completely optimal, then you would, but 0.02 seconds is like nothing. Another thing is her dash dance is great because since her dash is so quick, you can kind of just sit here doing this and then come in with a dash attack, and your opponent doesn't really know what's going on. Usually when I approach, I like to do a quick dash dance before going in, just to throw off my opponent. They'll usually react, think I'm going to be there before I actually am. I think that's it for her ground movement, except for the fact that she turns on a dime, as you can see. Like, she really doesn't have that kind of slide that a lot of characters have. It's also very difficult to, when you turn around, she carries her momentum in her jumps. So if I jump and then I'm holding back right now, you cannot land where you started if you are running when you start your jump. If you start from a neutral jump, then you can jump backwards all you want. But if you start from a running jump, then you carry your momentum with you. Similar to like Captain Falcon in Super Smash Bros. Melee, if you haven't played that game. Yeah, I think that's it for air movement and ground movement. Last thing movement-wise is Maple is the only character with a wall cling. She can kind of just stick to the wall. The way that you perform this is you hold towards the wall and you hold X, or you hold your jump button. So next to the wall, hold towards the wall and hold your jump button, and you'll cling to the wall. She'll stick there for a couple seconds, and then if you aren't holding a direction, or you're holding any direction besides up, then she will just kind of hop off. If you hold up during the wall jump, then she will jump up after the time limit is up. You can also wall jump early from it by letting go of the jump button. Alright, a lot of people have been asking me to teach them Maple combos. And that is really difficult to do because getting a combo on Maple, like an extended 0 to death combo, is dependent on a couple of things. First of all, you need to be able to follow your opponent's DI, which is very important and really easy to do on Maple, because as long as you are, jumping in the correct direction, because she moves around really, really fast. You can move around with this character. It's not that difficult. So you have to read your opponent's DI. You can drop combos unexpectedly if you're running and you jump, because remember, you can't really reverse that momentum. So if your opponent DI is behind you and you're running when you jump, then you're a little bit screwed. So try to do neutral jumps as much as possible when you're comboing, so that you can follow their DI. The other factor in getting extended combos is knowing what of your moves link into the other moves correctly, which is what I will try to give you a few examples of now. These probably aren't all of the examples. You'll just have to mess around with the character in training mode to figure out what works best for you, but these are just some things that I've found. Remember, before tilts, any tilts combos that I'm going to show you, you can get in jab 1 before the tilt for that extra 4%, which is always nice. You can also go for the double jab into tilt, which is not guaranteed, and you can get punished for it if they happen to throw out an aerial or something. But yeah, down tilt is a great combo starter because it can combo into any of your aerials. It can go into nair, it can go into forward air, it can go into up air, it can go into, back air. It's probably Maple's best combo starter. You also have up tilt, which, obviously combos into itself, everyone's favorite Maple combo. Up tilt also combos into every aerial, similar to down tilt. Getting the back air is a little bit easier with up tilt because you actually have that hitbox behind you to start. Let's see, you can down air into an up tilt if you fast fall the down air, and it's a very true combo. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. That's a quick 14% damage, and it starts your up tilt combo for you, which is, always a good position to be in as Maypul. Come on. There. You can do the same thing with down tilt, but it's a little bit trickier to land. Let me see if I can get it. Oops. There you go. That's not as good as down air up tilt, so I don't recommend doing it unless you're trying for some weird mix-up, but it's there. Side B also has a couple of things depending on where you hit it. If you hit it at the end, then it goes into up tilt really easily. If you hit it at the beginning, then you can go into back air, but it's not as guaranteed. And then we come to Maypul's best combo extender tool, which is her up B tether. Basically, whenever you're doing a combo and you think the combo's done, like you knock them way too far away from you, it's like, oh, how am I supposed to get them all the way over there with another move when I'm running this way or whatever? You can just up B to them, and then your combo's continuing. How great. You can use this, one of the things that I like to do with up B, let me get him up there, is you can up B into down B, and it only does 4%, but it remarks them, which is, really nice, because then you can up B to them again, but don't abuse that too much or your opponents will start calling you out on it, and you will get Nair is pretty much guaranteed damage no matter where you tether to them. You can tether to the side. I guess on the ground it goes into jab, but Nair is guaranteed damage. If you aren't that good at the game or you have nerves, then just do a neutral air and it'll hit them in the air no matter what if you tether to them. My personal favorite combo ender is doing the forward air by teleporting to their side. That is always fun off the stage. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Let's see. There you go. So if they're not expecting that, then sometimes they won't have the reaction time to up B in time, and you can get pretty early kills with that. Dash attack obviously combos into pretty much up tilt itself. Wow, the CPU just parried me. Itself, down tilt to an extent, Alright, to finish this off, I kind of just want to go over some general gameplay tips as Maypul. Try to always have your plant up. I think that plant is super underrated right now, and not enough people care about it. One thing to note about plant is, I really like to get the plant fed, but you don't have to feed it all at once. You can feed a seed, and then that refreshes its duration. It'll stay around for a while. So you can give it a seed, and then, go and attack or whatever, and then give it another seed, and then go and attack, and then give it another seed. You can gradually feed it over time until it's a big plant. You don't have to do it all at once. People think that Maypul needs to just sit there and set up with her plant. She doesn't. She can do it over time. Another thing is approaching characters. If you just dash in and dash attack all the time, they will start parrying that if they're a good player. So don't do that. Mix up your approaches. You can do a little dash dance before you go in. You can approach with side B because you have that little pause beforehand that can mess them up, because up B doesn't really have that. You can jump over them and get that down B. You can dare them into whatever you want. Mix up your approaches, because although Maypul is a rushdown character, good players will start calling you out on your approaches. If you have the mark on your opponent and they're on the opposite side of the stage, you can tether to in front of them, which is, in my opinion, a bad idea, because that's where they're going to be throwing out attacks if you're in front of them already. I really like to go behind them into a jab down tilt aerial is my favorite thing to do. Or if they're at really low percents, you can go behind them, jab up tilt into up tilt, and then get like a bunch of damage this way, and it's ridiculous. Let's see what else gameplay wise. Try to always be on the aggressive unless your opponent starts calling you out on it. If you notice that the opponent is predicting all of your approaches and you can't seem to get a word in edgewise, then they probably have your number. And that's when it's time to set up your plant and kind of chill behind here. I've had a lot of matches where I just have a mark on my opponent and there's a plant between us, and they don't want to approach me because they'll get snared by the plant, and I don't want to approach them because they're just waiting to parry a move of mine or whatever, and they'll occasionally just parry out of nowhere because they know that I can just up B into a jab into whatever I want. Um, if they do start doing that, then counter that by, instead of just up B into jab immediately, you can, here let me mark it real quick, you can up B, wait, and then jab. So if they start parrying immediately when you jump to them, just wait for a second and then you can get a combo on them. It's pretty simple. Let's see what else. Just learn how to read your opponent's DI. I think that's the most important part about this character. But yeah, this character is a load of fun. I want more people to start playing her, advancing her meta. I don't think that she's a top character in the game right now, but I think that if other characters, the stronger characters, get nerfed or this character gets buffed, then she could be a very competitive character and a tournament threat. So thanks for watching my guide, everyone. If you didn't like it, then tell me why. If you think I could have done better, tell me why. If you liked it, then tell me why too. That'd be great. But I just want to help out the community and help people learn this character, learn how to play against it. So thanks for watching.